Okay, so what I've done here is, let me back this up slightly, is that I corrected it. Here's the problems that it had. I had several, actually. So I had to double check all these angles, pow, pow. This one was way out here, right? I had to bring it in. Basically, it's just about coming back around and around and around, and then stepping back from it a lot, looking at it until I get it where I think I've got it about right, okay? And I like step back from it and look at both of them. What needs to happen with this one in order for me to get it so that it looks like that one, okay? So now what I've done is I've crisscrossed just like I did on the smaller one. I want to find the center points of each of these three planes. And now what I've got to do is I've got to draw the midlines, okay? Now, here's where something starts to change up a little. So I'm holding this, at least from my eye. So again, it's a straight line, right? I'm holding that up there through that center point, okay? I'm looking at that, I'm looking at this. But I also need to look at this line, and I need to look at that line, and make sure that the line that I'm drawing is actually splitting the difference between those two. It has to feel like it's going off to that vanishing point that's out there in space. So the last video I did was actually pretty long. I don't want them to be quite that long. So I'm going to make this one a little shorter. The other thing is I'm not sure that you have to see me draw every single stinking line on these things. The good thing about this, and I wish, well, I'll bet you wish that you could do this when we were actually in class, that you could have, is actually you can scrub forward if you need to you know, just kind of fast forward on if you're at a point where it's like, yeah, I totally get what you're talking about. But what I'm doing on this, and this is important, don't scrub through the important stuff. I'm looking at this and trying to get it so that not only does it go through that point, and you can see it's actually slightly off there, but as I said before on the smaller one, the bigger that we go, the less important that slight imprecision is. The thing that's more important is that this line has to feel like it's going to both, well, it's going to the same vanishing point that both of those are. I'm going to draw these three planes that I did on the other the smaller one. I'm going to draw them here as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Well, actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fair enough? Can you shut this off? Do it, and then I'll talk with you when I've got it done.